Hey, what's up, guys? Happy Friday. Today we're actually not doing any news. April Fools. So April Fools here in the States. So happy April Fools to you guys. As you guys know, we like to do the daily crypto news. Myself, Bobbin, and my brother, Mr. Scott Tripp, aka the Crypto Beast. So we always get together, grab a couple of headlines out of the daily crypto news, bring them to you guys' attention to see what you guys think about them. But before anything else, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Let us know how we're doing, and if any other topics you guys would like us to touch on. But before we get started, we like to do our thing called the daily market sentiment. Also gives my brother a chance to introduce himself. So without further ado, Scott, take over.
Scott, Crypto Beast 32. Just happy to be here again today, doing the news. I feel pretty good. I feel pretty bullish right at the moment. Like the markets are recovering nicely. That dip did the liquidations that the bulls love to do sometimes, or the bears, one of the two, either one, whatever it is. But we're recovering nicely now, so let's hopefully see that in the continued direction that's going in.
Yeah, man. I mean, typically we've been seeing a lot of dumps on the Fridays, and today is like another green day. So good vibes going into the weekend. I like the sentiment. So without further ado, we'll jump right into the news today. First article is going to be coming from Cointelegraph. The headline reads, Terraform reveals what would happen to the UST if Bitcoin price crashes. So Terraform Labs CEO Dogg has conceded that a crash in Bitcoin would be negative for the stability of USDT. Or UST, sorry, stablecoin, but expect Bitcoin to go up. Terraform's Lab is the entity behind the Terra blockchain platform, which is buying a total of $3 billion of Bitcoin as a reserve for UST. Quan made the comments in an interview on the Unchained podcast on Tuesday. Host Laura Shin asked Quan what the short-term implications of holding so much Bitcoin would be for the stability of UST. Quan said the worst case would be if we were buying Bitcoin and a crash happens 6 months later and it correlates with a massive fall in demand for UST, which would be as modesty negative. However, the scenario isn't keeping him up all night. I'm sort of betting on the long-term scenario of Bitcoin going up and the reserves being there strong enough to withstand the UST demand drop if it's the most likely scenario. So Quan has been buying Bitcoin to hold in Terra's treasury as 40% of the collateral for UST. So far, Terra has acquired 30,727 Bitcoin and most recently purchased 2,943 on Tuesday. This makes Terra the third largest single wallet Bitcoin holder. So as you can see here, you know, we talk about here, Dogg is talking about the future of Bitcoin. He's talking about betting on the macro of Bitcoin and the outlook. I mean, if he was to take his reserves and put them into a US dollar right now, he could guarantee in 5 years that's going to go down. So betting on Bitcoin is a better bet in his as a reserve in his mind. So I like the way he's thinking. Yeah. He also goes on to say he was saying, you know, he's like, you know, Bitcoin doesn't really need to do anything except be Bitcoin. And that's just literally just be an asset. Outside of being an asset, let other layers take care of the transactions.
Yeah, that's very true. And then my first article is one that me and Ivan joke a lot about, or I think we do. Self-proclaimed Satoshi plans to dump his Bitcoin worth 50 billion as Bitcoin has no utility.
Hold up, that's Satoshi. Hold on, that's Satoshi. I didn't even know that.
Apparently. As the price of Bitcoin drops under 47,000 mark, it has recently broken through. The man claiming to be the inventor of the flagship digital asset and is one of its major whales, has revealed what he plans to do with his Bitcoin supply and why. Craig Wright, who has a supply of 1.1 million Bitcoin, in a recent interview with Kitco's David Lin, responded to the fears that he would crash the market by selling off most of his supply, which at press time was worth close to 50 billion. The concerns over what he might do with his large supply stem from the post that the self-proclaimed Satoshi Nakamoto published on Slack in May 2020, in which he said he was planning to sell a large volume of BTC for USD, saying that it is expected the value will drop significantly and will be matched by a 10% leverage short. Many interpret this as a post as a threat, especially the part which he declares his intentions to simultaneously launch a 51% attack on the Bitcoin network. In such a situation, a single person or group takes control of the network, allowing them to block transactions as well as reverse them. However, neither the attack nor the sell-off has happened, signaling that Wright may have changed his mind. Responding to the host's question about his true intentions concerning his Bitcoin supply, Wright admitted that he does not plan on selling it, but in due course. If you're talking about BTC, then yes, I'll eventually sell it because it has no utility. He explained that Bitcoin would never evolve and that it could only scale. At the same time, he touted his work on the project Bitcoin Satoshi Vision, BSV, that is value that is more secure, faster, able to handle everything that Amazon does and better. Wright also had some scathing criticism for the crypto market as well, expressing his opinion that even a market by definition, but a number of bucket shop exchanges, and adding that none of them are regulated, none of them are legal, even Coinbase. The controversial figure also brought into question the very use of the word crypto, which he considers a misnomer, saying there's no encryption in Bitcoin, claiming that when I designed it, it was a clear text. It was actually designed not to be crypto. Moho Nation, eCash, they were actually cryptographic protocols. Bitcoin is digital cash, so it's anti-crypto. And then I guess Ethereum Vitalik Buterin accused Wright in June 2021 of lying that he was an anonymous founder of the largest cryptocurrency, comparing him to former US President Donald Trump and daring his lawyers to sue him. Furthermore, as Finbold has recently reported, Wright was forced to pay $43 million to a joint venture he co-created due to being convicted by a federal court of illegally taking intellectual property belonging to the venture. Now, the funny part about that is, don't you think if he got sued for $43 million, he would be cashing out some Bitcoin already? Like, come on.
Well, I mean,
It's such a fraud.
He's definitely wealthy, right? So he doesn't need the 43 million. He knew going into the case, the only way that he could be proven as Satoshi, he would have to pay the 43 million, because if the court found him guilty of the case, then that was supposed to be his proof of being Satoshi. However, Craig Wright is a guy, and that's all. We're doing our news, so we'll just keep it at that. He's a guy. He's a little different in his mind, so we'll let him have his beliefs, and it's good for the media. Go on to my next article here. It's funny because we're still talking about Bitcoin and dormant wallets, and maybe this is Craig Wright here as well. My next article is coming from Cointelegraph. Headline reads: Bitcoin dormant for 7+ years, moved right before Bitcoin dropped 5%. So Bitcoin dived 3,000 into the morning of April 1st, as a widely predicted pullback seemed to accompany fresh moves by major investors. So as revealed by the Well Shadows indicator, over 11,000 Bitcoin suddenly left its wallet on March 29th, having previously sat there for more than a decade. Well Shadows, coined by analyst Phil Swift, tracks coins that become active again after spending a considerable amount of time out of circulation. Turn to the only record when 100 Bitcoin or more leaving their wallet long term. Spikes in the metric have previously coincided with, a Swift argues, are major highs in price. There was significant movement on the chain yesterday with 10,000 Bitcoin that has not moved for the past 7 to 10 years finally moving. He noted on March 31st, the spike in that age band described in that evolving 7 to 9 year dormant coins on analytics is one of the largest two ever in Bitcoin's history. So this goes to show that some people are some diehard diamond hands, right? Like, and maybe passed on some Bitcoin to some family members, and they finally figured out how to get into the wallets. But definitely interesting, to see 10,000 Bitcoin show up on the exchange, and they haven't been sitting there for 10 years. So that's pretty cool.
Yeah, well, it's interesting to see what happens with them in the end, if he sells them off or whoever does whatever with them. It will be curious to see. And then I will share my next article. Legendary rapper Snoop Dogg to launch NFT collection on Cardano. American rapper Snoop Dogg has taken another step in his crypto, but this time the rapper is making a bet on Cardano. Snoop Dogg, who's been in the NFT space since last year, has become a well-known name in the space due to his unrelenting support and his collections, which are worth millions of dollars, the majority of which are domiciled on Ethereum. Now the rapper is turning his attention to Cardano for his latest foray into the NFT space. Cardano has grown to become one of the most sought-after decentralized finance networks after the launch of smart contract capability last year. So much that has caught the eye of big players such as Snoop Dogg, who's launching his own NFT collection on the blockchain. This was announced by Twitter by Clay Nation, who is launching the NFT collection in conjunction with Snoop Dogg and NFT artist champ Medici. This partnership will bring to life various collectibles, unreleased music from the rap veteran, and other limited edition pitches. The partnership is endorsed by Cardano founder Charles Hoskin, who makes a cameo in the announcement video featuring two clay characters made for Snoop Dogg and champ Medici. So that's cool that they're doing that and that they're doing it on Cardano. Good for the Cardano network to really start pushing their name out there and starting to get the ship moving, I guess.
Yeah, for sure, man. I tell you what, Snoop Dogg, that's the second time his name's been in the news this week, man. He's taken the NFT space like he did the music game very seriously and aggressive. So always good to see people, getting into new fields and getting comfortable there. So shout out to Snoop Dogg. Last article here is going to go over to Coin Speaker. We talk about the headline reads: Circle selects BNY Mellon as custodian for USDC reserves. So USDC operator Circle recently announced that the leading financial institution, BNY, will custody its USDC reserves. The CEO says, as we continue to see exponential growth in USDC, the opportunity to work with BNY Mellon is only one way we build bridges between traditional financial services and emerging digital asset markets without sacrificing trust. They go on to say we are at a point in the evolution of our industry where the digitization of assets presents new and exciting opportunities to a broad range of market participants. So in addition to the company valuation surge, Circle's USDC stablecoin market cap has also surged 60% to $51 billion as the USDC becomes one of the world's fastest growing stablecoins. Circle and other issuers are under increasing regulatory pressure. US lawmakers want firms like Circle and Tether to back their tokens with assets like cash or treasury bills. According to these lawmakers, this is the next necessary to further ensure tokens against problems peculiar to the crypto industry. According to Cointelegraph report, the supply of stablecoins hits 180 billion in February. So it's kind of crazy how the stable coins are definitely getting a lot of value because everybody, was kind of sitting in stable for a little while, right? And then since then, we kind of see, money getting flown around, but these stable projects are being smart and starting to back their money up with by banks and things of that nature. But, not really back their money up, but use banks to custody their USDC. So it gives them some kind of, I guess, maybe clarity for regulation. So.
And then my last but not least article, I just got to switch it over here. BoredApe Yacht Club confirms its Discord was hacked. The Discord server of BoredApe Yacht Club, the largest NFT collection by market cap, was compromised today. The team confirmed in a Twitter post. An unknown hacker gained access to the official Discord meant to host members of BoredApe Yacht Club, Mutant Ape Yacht Club, and Mutant Ape Kennel Club, 3 NFT collections from Yuga Lab. The hacker successfully posted a phishing link in the Mutant Ape Kennel Club channel. It was disguised as a stealth NFT mint and was used to steal Mutant Ape Yacht Club 8662 from one user, according to security firm PeckShield. The BC team said in a tweet that it has caught the issue immediately. Nevertheless, the team cautioned users not to mint any NFTs using a link posted on its Discord and remain observers that it has no plans for any April Fool's stealth mints. Stay safe. Do not mint anything from Discord right now. A webhook in our Discord was briefly compromised BC wrote in its tweet. We caught it immediately, but please know we're not doing any April Fool's stealth mints, airdrops, etc. Other discords are also being attacked right now. It has been reported the hacker may have carried out the attack via Ticket Tool, a popular Discord bot that automatically generates support tickets. Twitter users have been warned of a similar export on the Discord server of Doodles, another popular NFT collection, but Doodles' team is not yet to comment. Compromising Discord accounts is a common route hackers take to execute phishing attacks on NFT collectors. Just a few weeks ago, a newly launched NFT collection, Rare Bears, said its members fell victim to a similar incident and lost assets over 790,000, which I do believe we did report on that one too as well. But I mean, it's this simple, you guys. These aren't these links and stuff that you're posting in groups until you know they're truly official, like posted on a website of Bored Apes or something along those lines. Even then, I would be super cautious until you really know. Like I'm certain these projects would hype up for a little bit before they release these mints and stuff like that. They're not just going to drop it because they definitely want to build on the value of what they're giving. So, yeah, I guess I'll sit back and just say, please watch what you're clicking on. Like you got to be, if you're going to be in the Discord, be in the Discord. If you don't want to be, like, if you're worried about it, delete the Discord channel. Come back at a later date. You're holding on for a long period of time anyways, right? So
don't be clicking on stuff, man.
Yeah, exactly.
It's clickbait. They call it clickbait for a reason. So yeah, guys, just keep that in mind. Yeah, definitely be cautious and stuff like that. But interesting to see, you know, like now that people are having to learn how to hack the contracts, they're still trying to get at the community members by hacking the Discord. It's super. The scammers just never stop, man.
No.
I think the scammers work just as hard as developers sometimes. Excuse me. So going up to the last part of the day, guys, going to go over trading view. Look at the total crypto market cap and some of the dominant features that we like to take a look at. Right now, the total crypto market cap is sitting at $2.1 trillion. Kind of a nice little consolidation in the area that we talked about where they just flipped that last resistance and now they're trying to come down to retest, make some support. So it'll be interesting to see how things hold open over the next week or two. Bitcoin dominance right now, Scott, is at 41.77. So this is what we've been talking about. We've seen it at 44 you know, in the last couple of weeks. And then I've been talking about how this thing needs to get down to 40 to 41 so we can get a nice run. And guess what? Ethereum dominance did. Ethereum dominance did have a breakout from that low 19 area, and is now sitting at 19.76 and rising. So be an interesting weekend. I think the altcoins will get a little play this weekend. Maybe Bitcoin gets a little pump. But then it'll come down to retest naturally and people flow some money into the alts. And then, you know, probably next week we'll see some more action back in Bitcoin. But that's all the things I have for today, guys. Scott, you got any announcements before we close?
Just keep your eye out. We got some announcements, some things coming with BigONE. Plus, as well, we're going to Miami here, and countdown is on for me. I'll be flying out in 4 days. So super excited, super pumped. We'll do some fun events during BigONE since we're there live in Miami. So me and Viben are going to probably plan out some exciting stuff. So keep your eyes out.
Yeah, man, we'll probably do an episode or two from the beach. So you never know what we're going to bring on to. Hopefully we meet some people we can bring on the show as well. But as always, guys, we appreciate you tuning in. We'll be back here again on Monday. As you guys know, we'll be off tomorrow and Sunday, but back again on Monday with some more daily crypto news. And until then, guys, have a great weekend and peace out.
See you guys later.